Imagine that River is 18 years old and you're having a conversation with her. What would you tell her about this specific period of your life?
Um, I think that it was really hard, but that it was really hard. But a lot of it was easy because of her.
What was hard?
All of it. um, Going back to work and getting back to regular life and adjusting as a mother, being far from family, you know. But I mean, it was all worth it.
Let's say she's in your shoes,
Uh,
a bit later in life. What advice would you give her?
yeah, just like being a mother is one of the most amazing things you could do.
I'm feeling emotional too now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate totally to this.
Yeah.
As much as I think it's getting easier, it gets a little bit more difficult as she gets older because she's starting to be aware a little bit more when I leave, when I come back. So I think the emotional toll has become a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
In previous sessions, you mentioned that you felt sometimes you were oversharing, so therefore you were holding back. How are you doing with this?
I think that's still kind of like present in my mind. Like it's something that I still do feel is probably something that is like happening, but I don't know what I can do about it.
What I notice in you is that you're very solution oriented. You like to fix things, you want things to be fixed quickly, promptly.
I think, yeah, I definitely jump into problem solving mode immediately. Like I'm talking about the solution before we've maybe even discussed the whole problem.
Which consequences does this have on you?
Got to do more, said something, have to do even more.
So you could relieve pressure on yourself by not always intervene?
Yes.
And how can you make sure that you won't always intervene?
I don't know, just take a breath and let other people talk.
She knows that she has the solutions. She just needs to pause, reflect, and listen to herself. And it's great for me as her coach. I see the journey, where she was not trusting herself at all from the start, and now she is. And how much do you want this to happen out of 10?
Oh, like a 10.
You look different today, Lee.
Yes, so summer finally arrived in the UK. This is my summer look. And then, yes, moved recently, so just boxes everywhere. And just to tell you, huge win, I had my one-on-one 2 days ago. I'm doing a really, really good job apparently, and they've noticed a definitive shift in my mindset.
Wow, that's so cool. It is amazing. And now I'm wondering what's next for you.
There's probably a lot more leadership requirement that I'll need from me for the person that does report to me.
What relationship do you have with that person?
I think she's about a year younger than me, which makes me feel a bit uncomfortable because she's been at the company 6 years and I've been there, only 4 months. I'm now leading her and she kind of will only do what's on her job description. Anything else, not really. She is based in Vietnam and she's very, very difficult to read. She's just quiet and she'll just be like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, she hates me.
Lee gets a lot in his own head where he's creating stories. He has a narrative where it's the worst case scenario. And the way for him to change this is to rewrite a narrative and making that conscious decision that you're going to start believing this. What does her success represent for you?
She needs to succeed because, you know, if she doesn't succeed, I don't succeed. And if I don't succeed, I lose my job. And so it's sort of that all goes through my mind as well. But I can, yeah, I wish it was easier. Like, I think we all do about that work.
Just wait and see. Just wait and see. I have a guilt that maybe I should have waited longer and maybe this was too soon. And
What are the beliefs, the thoughts that come to your mind when you feel that guilt?
was this a selfish decision? Did I rush this? Was this the right decision?
Can you write them down now for me, please? Can you read the first one to me, please?
Too soon?
That's one belief that makes a story in your mind. I'd like you to, next to it, write a new belief that's more positive for you.
It was the right time.
What's the second one?
Selfish?
With what do you want to replace it?
It's not even being selfish. Like I was actually putting my family first. It wasn't just for me.
And the next one?
Wrong decision.
What's the opposite being positive?
It was a really good opportunity.
Maybe at first it won't feel realistic when you'll read these new beliefs, but the more you repeat to yourself and you'll start seeing that there's some truth in there.
I do believe you can have it all. And that might be me being optimistic, but I do. I do believe I can continue to grow in my career and I can have success and I could still be a very present, engaged mother.
I love the fact that you say that you believe you can have it all. I believe it too. It does require effort and discipline, but yeah, you can make it work.
I think I'm still creating what does that vision look like for work-life balance for me long term. The possibilities keep changing, but I definitely know I want to invest in both things in the future. I was made for this.
One of your actions was to draw something that represents you having fun while creating.
So this one is my fun one. I made like a pattern of like chilies and olives and martinis.
Do you like martini?
I do like a martini and I like olives.
When she's showing me her art, she's so different. It's almost like having a different Poonam in front of me, like a little girl, very excited.
Can I show you one more thing?
Yes, please, please, please do.
So I did this for them. It's like a little...
Oh, wow. You did this yourself?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of making a business of this?
Maybe. I feel like it's really nice that I've had like a few, but I don't know that I could do it like enough to pay my way in the world, you know?
In my opinion, Poonam is hiding her artistic side, maybe because she was told as a child that this could never be a job. It's part of her education that you have to get a serious job in the corporate world. Therefore, she doesn't see being an artist as being a legitimate profession. You're so different when you talk about your art and your design and your creations.
I'm so proud.
Yeah, you should be. You should be.
In a dream world, I would definitely want to do more crafty stuff, but I'm not exactly sure how yet.
This is premeditated, I've been underrated, that's an understatement. I ain't coming later, the abundance came when I allow my bosom to the loving great.
Lee, how do you feel about Sammy's opinion of you?
I'm really, really nervous to actually ask Sammy about what she thinks about me because I think I'm just expecting a bad answer and that's probably going to crush me because overcoming that is going to become a big obstacle, if that makes sense.
What makes you think that it will be a bad answer?
This is now not just me, it's now someone else with someone that I can't read. And if I can't see that it's going to be positive already, I almost just then go to that dark place and then just assume it's going to be something bad automatically.
You see how you can be very confident, you're resilient, you're tenacious, you're strong. And then you imagine the worst case scenario and this brings you down. And there's this conflict within you. I noticed with Lee that he's either very high or very low. It's lacking a bit of balance. So I'm working with him on how to feel really grounded, anchored, and stop going from one extreme to another. What actions can you take to manage this fear?
Ask myself, is it true? But of course, then it's going to be a case of, maybe it won't be, but the only way I'll know is to actually get it done. It scares me to think what she's going to say to me when we have this conversation and what feedback she has about me, but any good leader, you can't take it personally. We need to have this conversation so that I know how to then best support her and what's going to be best for her.
Do I want to continue to fight that battle, or do at one point I say, you know what, I'm just going to do my own thing?
So tell me about this conversation with Sammy.
It was very straight to the point.
I beat myself up before anyone else has a chance to say anything negative about me.
How true to yourself you feel right now at work?